Yo YouTube, welcome back to another video. Fucking date. April 24th, 8:23 p.m. skis. And this video I want to talk about just pride. The reason for that, I don't know if I'm gonna just title pride, but something like along the lines of like pride, because it's gonna make more sense as I talk about in the video. But I want to ask a quick question real quick. Like, you ever like stood in front of like a mirror, or just like after like a win, and like felt like a fraud? And obviously this will make more sense in the example story I'm about to give later, about like a message I got from someone like a couple of days ago. But like, you got the thing, you achieved the outcome, you hit the target in a sense, but it didn't like land. It didn't feel as if the way it was supposed to, in a way. Like, it was a weird kind of emptiness. It creeps in quietly, and you start asking yourself questions like was it worth it? Did I even try my hardest? And I think that's when it hits you, because like the main video, you can't be proud of the outcome, because deep down you know you weren't proud of the effort that you put into it. Like, this isn't about motivation, this isn't about honesty, this is just about the quiet war between who you are and who you pretend to be. I feel like this is for the person who's tired of like putting on a mask, someone who's exhausted from chasing things that don't mean anything once they're yours. Obviously this, just for a person that looks around and thinks, why do I still feel like I'm not enough? You know what I'm saying? And I want to say, like, you are not alone in that field, but you have to stop ignoring what it's trying to tell you. There's a line from Marcus Aurelius, obviously man, the Roman emperor, philosopher, warrior, whatever you want to call him. He said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. And that line doesn't teach you anything, it challenges you, because it dares you to shut the fuck up and just act, basically, bro. And if you're honest with yourself, like really honest with yourself, how often have you really talked about what you want but not live like it mattered? Like, you say you want success, you say you want freedom, you say you want to be proud of who you are, but pride doesn't come from saying it, it comes from earning it, from showing up when no one's watching, from bleeding for something that won't pay you back in a sense. And if you don't feel proud, maybe that's because you know you've been coasting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a guy reach out to me a few days ago, just landed his first client, big win for him. I was congratulating him, I was giving him tips on like service delivery to retain that client, but he messaged me something along the lines like, he was like, I thought this would make me feel something, but it didn't. I feel empty in a sense. I didn't even give my best into outreaching him. It just kind of like happened. And that's what really shook him, because he realized the client didn't mean anything when it wasn't built on effort he was proud of. And the main reason for that, because he had used Shopify results that weren't his. He had lied about already having like multiple brands he's working with right now. It just wasn't genuine, bro. Like, none of it was. Like, he skipped steps, he took shortcuts and just played it safe. And now he had the result, but there was no respect for himself. And if anyone has ever like done that or felt like that, you know how like brutal it can be, because from the outside everyone thinks you're winning, but inside you feel like a liar. You want to know why most people can't feel proud? It's just because pride is earned in private, and most people only work when someone's watching. They perform, they pretend, they just build lives on what looks good, not on what's like actual true. Like, if you actually want real fulfillment, you have to just stop performing, because the more you fake it, the more disconnected you become. Disconnected from your own potential and from your own standards, just from your own damn fucking integrity, bro. And if you ever like laid your head down at night and just feel like disgusted in a way, not because you failed, but because you didn't try, then you can know exactly what I'm talking about right now. That's the moment you realize. That's the moment you just realize you're not ashamed of the result. You're ashamed of the effort that you put into it. Like, here's where it gets deep in this video, because most people don't fear failure. They fear giving everything and still losing. So they sabotage. They hold back just enough. It's just the stupid shit, just so they can say stuff like, yeah, well, I didn't really try. It's a safety net, because if you really gave everything and it still didn't work, then what? Then who are you? Because that's the identity crisis people avoid, and that's why they'll chase outcomes instead of like effort, because chasing effort, that's vulnerable, that's exposing, and that's what actually builds self-worth, but it does hurt. And if that is you, like if you've been like half in, half out into something, if you like been chasing something like sort of validation but ignoring your own standards, then you just need to just stop, like just genuinely stop, because you're building a life that looks good in photos, in reels, in stories, but it feels like a lie in your fucking soul, because you know you're capable of more, but like you can feel it, like that quiet voice in the back of your mind, that's just the one that just whispers when it's like dead silent at night, when you're just like in bed or something, and it's not trying to ruin your peace. Understand that it's trying to wake you up, because you don't need another podcast, you don't need another quote, you don't need to wait for Monday, you just need to sit with yourself and ask yourself the simple question: am I proud of how I'm showing up? Pride is when you grind outreach at 5 a.m. even when no one's seeing it. Pride is when you do the boring reps. Pride is when you keep your word to yourself. Pride is saying, I might lose, but it won't be because I held back. And yes, of course it's harder, like it's way fucking harder, but so is waking up every single fucking day and feel like you're wasting your fucking potential. That's the pain no one really talks about. You know what I'm saying? It's not regret for what you did, but regret for what you never became, in a sense. And here's my question for anyone watching this video, and don't answer this fucking lightly, bro. Like, are you someone who only works hard when someone's watching? Do you only try when it might lead to praise, to followers, for recognition, you know what I'm saying? Or are you someone who can look in the mirror and say, I gave it everything and I don't need applause to validate my efforts? Because if not, then everything you're building is it's like a house of cards, and sooner or later it will collapse under the weight of your own dishonesty. But here's the truth, and then my videos, like the good news, it's never too late to become someone you're proud of. Like, you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to hit every target, but you just have to try like it matters. You have to show up every day just with heart, with discipline, with like integrity once again, because that's the only path to like real self-respect, I feel as if. And self-respect is the one currency that you can't really fake it. Like, if you want to feel different, then act different. It's as simple as that. You want to be proud of the outcome, then just make sure the effort would have made you proud, even if you never even got the outcome. You know what I'm saying? That's what really separates the ones who keep chasing from the ones who become something like important, something real in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'll leave you guys with this, bro. If you can't be proud of the effort, you never be proud of the outcome. And deep down, you already know this, bro. Real shit. So you don't really need to watch this video. But if you have watched this video to the end, I appreciate every single one of you, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's really as simple as that. I can't really talk more on top of it. Like, you don't, like, if that's not something that you can even feel in your head, bro, then this video shouldn't have been a wake-up call. Like, people should already know this information, but that's as simple as that. If you can't be proud of the outcome, you won't be proud of the effort. I mean, if you can't be proud of the effort, you're not proud of the outcome. But yeah, it's as simple as that. Like literally, this entire video was just not even dedicated to him, but just dedicated to people that have done through something like that, like faking stuff, and just to like get someone to fucking pay you money or something like that. I don't like that. Just like, bro, I promise you guys, like that example, like it's a simple. This has already been known, but like, bro, don't fake your results, bro. Don't fake your outreach. Don't lie to your clients. Don't say this and that. Cause I promise you, like, cause at the end of the day, you're building like like a connection with the brand of the client, innit? Like, you're building trust, bro. And once you lose that trust, bro, once you lose a client's trust, bro, it's just like, it's never going to work out, bro. At the end of the day, like, you're handling his money to run the ads for him, bro. And it's like, if you're just being dishonest in the messages, bro, you will never get to it, man. Like, I promise. You just need to just be yourself and just like, don't skip steps, bro. Like, That bro, start from the bottom, work your way to the top. Don't try to go from step 0 to step fucking 50, bro. And go from step 0 to step 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.24, 0.2568, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go past all those steps, bro. That's really how people make it, man. Like, you need to build a foundation, and like I said, House of Cards, bro. If you build that shit on just bullshit, that shit's gonna come toppling down, bro. Because you've done something with the client, you did something with yourself. But that's enough yapping. Yeah, push out for watching all steps for like going to Bermuda shit. And I'm seeing my next video. Peace.